machine unlocked and everyone's just up there. It's like, oh, you know, Kerrash has got his Python sat here. I need to get some missions in for him. So carrying on with what we were doing yesterday, obviously the best things to do early on is going to be these quick missions to do. Hauling, finding the rebel transmissions, that kind of thing. Anything which is smuggling is usually really good payout. That's kind of what I'm doing now on my own account, which is a little naughty, I know, but we need to get to level 9. Where is that? Carry hub. So I need to kit this out. I need to get his combat rank back to where he was, otherwise I'm in trouble. Ah, Ambassador! How are you doing, sir? Question away.
Kerrash.
Greetings!
Commander Aiden Abacus here. First I have to say hello to my friends at EliteDangerous.de. They would kill me if I won't do it. And then I wanted to ask you, what was your best wing experience yet?
Oh, this... trying to think back now. Again, I think it was one of these kind of coincidental moments where I was going around, I got a comms message in, someone needed assistance with something, and we just started completely owning a combat zone, and it was just immense fun. And I was saying all the way through the stream that it's like, this is what I was saying before the 1.2 patch came in, that co-op play is just so much fun, and it really did sell it and in my mind that this was the best part of the game. I've always said that anything co-op wise in the game just amplifies every part of the experience. It's really, really awesome. Excellent. And greetings to all the guys in the UGC.
Somewhere?
Yeah, I must admit the guys in the UGCS, the United German Commandos, they are absolutely fantastic. They're a really supportive community, and it's growing massively. How many members do you have now in the UGC? And the forums? Excellent, excellent. It's great to see the community growing like that, which is really, really good to see it evolving and changing. And like I said, the support that I see you guys giving to new players, helping them in, that's something I was saying was a key point yesterday. That, you know, we're all experienced with the game now. We know how to play it and everything like that. The key thing now is getting it to people who might not have seen it, encouraging them and helping them to get into the game. I think that's really important for all of us to be helping the community grow and expand like that. It's what I do every day. That's why I'm so excited. Right, I need to make him some more credits. So if anyone does want to add my son in games, Commander Toxic Frog. He didn't want anything to do with his dad. He named his commander after Fiery Toad. Yes, he's more of a fan of Fiery Toad than his dad. That's just great. Commander Sureth, how are you doing, sir?
Hi. I've got one question.
Go on.
You know how CQC is coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is coming after CQC?
1.4. I genuinely don't know this time. I will admit that hands down. I know I tease. I'm sorry. I apologize for it. I'm so excited about it. I like to keep everyone amped about it. But this time around, they did want to tell me more when I went to the office for E3, and I said no. I said no spoilers this time. I want the surprise like everyone else. I'm generally really excited about it. And they are terrible because they're sat there and they're saying it's like oh, come have a look at this, come have a look at this. I'm like, oh no I can't. If I see it now I want it and it's not ready. And but no, there are some really, really fantastic things coming. I wish I could say more about it. They want to say more about it, but again, like they were saying on the QA panel yesterday, if they promise something and then there's a delay for some unknown reason, then it looks bad, and they want to get it polished and right before it gets to us. So exciting stuff. There's some really cool stuff coming. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
No more teasing. Thank you. Speeding. I know I'm speeding. Always speeding. So I've got to the point now where I do the docking request so quickly, it doesn't even register sometimes. Speed docking practice. That's what it takes. So we have no more questions, no more stories. Anyone want to talk about how they got into Elite at all? Where's the bobblehead? I've got it in the car. The next stream that is going on the green screen behind me, I'm going to do a Zaphod impression, I think, with the two heads. So I mean, I have said before how I had a kind of a strange introduction to the Elite universe. Obviously, I wasn't old enough to experience the first version, being, you know, about 1. But I first got into Frontier Elite 2, which you can play at the back. That is actually genuinely my Amiga copy running on the Uncle Art Amiga over there. My save game disc is over there, so if anyone wants to see where I got to, I think I was somewhere in Imperial Space last time I played. But yeah, I got into the game on the Amiga version. Absolutely blew my mind. I think I read the preview in See You Amiga magazine, I think it was, and I didn't believe it was a real game. I just thought, no, there's no way these screenshots, it's some CGI. As you know, I was used to playing platform games, and I had the Nintendo, the consoles, and all that. And then I saw these screenshots of this game coming out, and I get to the bottom of the review, and it's like, oh, it's coming out this year on the Amiga, and I was like, no way, I have to find this thing. It's insane. And of course, back then the game stores that were available, they weren't the big chains that you get these days. They're a lot smaller, so I had to find this little shop, then an alley, and trying to find the damn thing. And then eventually when I got it and I saw that black box up on the wall with the picture of Saturn on there, and I brought it home, clutching it. I was like, yeah, you can't wait to play this. And taking off from Merlin in Ross 154 absolutely blew me away the first time I went through that atmosphere. It was fantastic. Another question. Go ahead, mate.
This is completely off topic. However,
ban him.
just for the plain streamers, if you were to ever give 5 tips on starting an Elite into the Void, what would your 5 tips be?
An Elite, what, a stream or?
No, as in a new player, a new commander.
To get into Elite. First one, patience. Patience. It is a steep learning curve. I think we all know that. We can appreciate that from the earlier games. It takes a lot of effort, but it is well worth that.
I wouldn't know.
5. Trying to think. Just. Yeah, I mean, look for the community, I suppose. You know, there's a lot of helpful people still out there in the community, and that's something I hope we can all do. We can always encourage people to get into the game by being helpful and encouraging them. There is a lot of good people still out there, but they tend to be quiet. They're too busy playing the game to contribute. So, you know, but they are out there. 5. Trying to think. Wing Up. You know, the game is so much more fun in co-op, and working together as a team is just so awesome. That's a really, really good one. 2 more. Yes. I love the comms, but yeah, he's right. The audio is fantastic when you get the effects on it, but yeah, that does help having a clear audio channel, so you know what the people say. Try and think of another one. I don't know, have fun. You know, there's too many people that complain about the grind and everything. The grind, you make the grind yourself. You know, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, try something else. You know, vary it. That's yes. There's this guy that does streams. I don't know if you know about him. A little red character, Kerrash or something. I don't know. Fiery Toad. Yeah, Fiery Toad. Yeah. It's a really good streamer. Yeah, you should watch him. Not that other guy. Yeah. Mad Dog. Yeah, if you don't mind the swearing, yeah, Mad Dog. That's fine. Oh, he's a legend. I absolutely love those two. They do really, really good streams. If you don't already follow Fiery Toad and Mad Dog, please do. They are crazy. They got together on my stream, didn't they, whilst I was in E3 and covered my stream, and they're like the Morecambe and Wise of the Elite universe. They were so funny. It was really, really good fun. But definitely, yeah, like I was saying, team up and, you know, find someone to play the game with and do that co-op stuff. It really does enhance the experience in every way, and it's just going to get more and more important as more features get added into the game over the course of the next few years. As the guys were saying yesterday, they've always had a 10-year plan in mind for the game. It's not a short-term bang. There you go. There's a game. We'll come back to you in a short amount of time. Ooh, interdiction. I'll give it a go. It's a Viper. I don't stand a chance. A little sidey, but yeah, they've got a long-term plan for it. They always have. That's what they wanted to do from the very beginning of the Kickstarter. So anything that you feel is lacking at the moment, then, like I said early on there, patience, it will come. Soon, yeah. I think one of the key things to remember with functionality is it's definitely like building one brick at a time in a building. Although there's something you see at the moment that might not be in there and you want to see, and you wonder why they haven't put it in, there's probably 3 other things that need to go in place to make it make sense. Go ahead, my friend.
If you were to ever write a book with an elite, where would you base it and what would you base it on?
Oh, first of all, I'd have to get a lot more creative to make that happen, which I'm not. I'm terrible at creation, things like that. What would I do? I would quite fancy making something which is a lonely explorer by himself, and just living out his days on a ship years and years away from anyone, any civilization, something like that. I think that would be quite a different theme. I like that. More questions. They're plotting against me. I should look at the screen, really.
What you could do is write about getting a station in your own system and fishing.
Yeah. See. This was the mission is still there. I would love to have a station around Planet Crash. Some people have written some great little pieces of fiction on it, and that's all it really takes. You know, Frontier were talking about. One of the topics that came up yesterday was the idea of giving the community more tools to create content. And Frontier have created the threads on the forum for giving those stories and coming up with some inventive things for the Galnet news and all that. And there's a great little story that's been written up by Fiery Toad as well about what's important about Planet Crash, which I should probably show everyone. Actually, there is genuine a Planet Crash, which you can search for, which is really cool. So yeah, so we've got a little thread going in on the forum to create story and fiction for the planet about the Crashian devil, which is highly addicted to caffeine. I have no idea what Toad was getting at. But yeah, no, it's really great that Frontier are giving those things. So we kind of want a little outpost to pop up there at some point, and we're trying to think of a nice story to go along with it to convince Michael Brooks to do it. And that's the thing, like Chris was saying about the ship skins, there has to be enough reason for it, enough people asking for these things to change in the galaxy for them to spend the time and effort doing it, because it's not an easy thing to do. Like the decal, it took 3 days of effort to get that working. I don't think people realize how much goes into making small features in the game. It can take quite a bit of effort to do. So there really has to be a kind of cost benefit way off there to see whether it's worthwhile doing that. So I understand why the guys, they did a couple of the station and capital ship goals, the community goals, that kind of thing. But it is a lot of work to get that working in the system. So that's why they haven't done many of them, adding that ship in with Jacques and all that. Right, I need to get these cargo canisters sold off before I go pop. Too far, come on. Wrong side. Boost. So that's kind of hypocritical of me that I keep telling everyone, be patient, boost, come on. I think that's the thing. I think that's kind of a curse of modern games, is everyone's become very, very impatient. Hello, my friend.
Hello. About being patient, do you have any idea when Frontier will start to flesh out the Pilots Federation? I know they have plans and background story, I'm sure of it, but we haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity for kind of adding content in there, isn't it? And I'm sure they would want to do it. And it's probably just a question of timing. But I will try and get an answer on that one. I don't know myself, mainly because I haven't asked and it hasn't come up. But I will try and contact someone. Ed might know. He'll probably just grin at me and just say soon, which he does it to me as well. It's not just everyone else.
Patience, TM.
Patience, exactly. Absolutely. So let's hand in these missions. I was waiting for. I saw Psycho K just come around the corner, and I'm thinking, yeah, he's going to ask something really awkward, isn't he? Yeah, he bottled it. He bottled it. Easy credits, ED credits. Let's do this for him. We can do this. I think. This is where I check my jump range and realize I've just totally screwed myself. No, it's okay. It's okay. I did that just before we turned the stream on, actually. I turned around and realized that, yeah, I've just picked a system I can't reach. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I mean, there's so many more things coming that the guys would love to get it all out to us like yesterday so that we can play it. They are just as enthusiastic about it as we are, and they're finding all these fun things as we're doing it. I mean, yesterday was really, really great. Sandro came down just before he left and had a try on the Leap motion controller with the DK2, and he absolutely loved it. He thought it was amazing. If you haven't tried that, I'd recommend you go and check it out if you can. It is so much fun. Does the full infrared tracking of your hands and your fingers, and you've got full control. It's absolutely amazing. Really, really good fun. But you know, it was nice to see his reaction, because you can see he's just as much as a gamer as the rest of us. He's like, sees these things like, this is cool, this is so awesome, you know. And I think they all are like that at Frontier. So it's nice to see that, you know, they are human. Frontier is not a black box that just churns out games for our appreciation. They are humans. They want to make cool games. They didn't do the thing. Do the thing. What thing? No. It's just gone. It's just gone. But yeah, no, they are passionate gamers as well, and it's lovely to see the enthusiasm when I visit the office, and I wish I could share that with everyone. Obviously, can't really take pictures in the Frontier office. It's kind of awkward, especially not with the wall of concept art on the side there. I've seen things. I'm not paying attention. Damn White Dwarf. Epic fail. But yeah, no, it's really, really nice to see the enthusiasm of the guys in the office when you visit there, and you can see that, you know, they have the same ideas we have for things, and you know, most of the suggestions that come up on the forum is like, oh, have you seen the thing, or someone's suggesting doing this in the game, and then they just smile at me and kind of just nod, and it's like, yeah, okay, you've thought of that, okay, yeah. They genuinely have. They want the game to have everything in that we want. They want it to be awesome. They want it to be the best thing ever, and it genuinely will there. I mean, it will get there if we keep supporting it and keep being patient with it. It absolutely will. Come on, FSD. There we go. Escape vector.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
It's getting a little misty. Go ahead and get this. See, I quite happily trade, and I know a lot of people might find that grindy, but it is genuinely the easiest introduction to the game, and I don't mind it. I quite happily do it. I've been doing it in my Python. I've got about 70 million credits trading Imperial slaves. But yeah, it's the most profitable way of playing the game. But like I said, it's kind of that thing. You find your niche, you find the thing that you enjoy, and just ooh, an adder. I'll try. Give him a go. Yeah, why not? Why not? Don't scratch the paintwork. Where is he? Go for the power plant. Always go for the power plant. Running away. So I was talking to Sarah from Frontier, and she's doing a lot of changes in 1.4 for the AI. They're going to have pursuit logic. They're going to have logic which prevents them from being sitting ducks when you do the old reverse swizz. I don't know how many people remember that from the early alphas and betas, where you can just sit there and reverse at full speed with them just inside weapon range and just happily pick them off quite comfortably without doing much work. Yeah, she's fixed that, so we're all screwed. Yeah, the new AI routines that are coming in for the combat flight maneuvers and all that kind of stuff, it's so much more advanced now. Elite ships are going to kick all of our asses, so yeah, good luck, commanders. This one doesn't really want to fight. How much bounty is he worth anyway? It's only about 5,000 credits. I say only. So this is the funny thing, actually. It's kind of a learning experience for myself. It's like I go back to things now, and you see the prices of things, and I see, you know, a few thousand credits. It's like, you know, it's based on the amount of credits I've got now from doing things in the game. But then you realise that early on that can make a huge difference. So having a few tens of thousands for some cargo canisters can make a huge difference early on in the game. And it's all about that progression, that arc through the game. Trying to balance that is probably the most trickiest part of any kind of game development. And I know I get very defensive of things like that when people on the forums start complaining. It's like, oh, this is broken, I can make millions this way but not that way and stuff like that. It is incredibly difficult to balance that. So I think we must just give them a little bit of leeway if it doesn't quite work. And you always have to kind of adapt it to the audience as well. That's the trickiest thing. That as we as players learn things and come up with new techniques and things, like I said, the reverse swizz and all the various things that we've done to avoid the AI combat and all that, boosting and running away from an interdiction, yeah, that's going to get harder, guys. So yeah, make sure you bring some countermeasures. But all of these things, Frontier can kind of see those and they can adapt the logic over time, and that's the great thing about the game being in constant development and having updates ongoing all the time, because the game is not stagnant in that way. And whilst it may feel broken in some respects early on, then it will get fixed, and you know, it will improve over time. And that's the great thing I think Frontier have got with their development model. It works really well. Rather than going for that get it all out the door in one shot approach, they're going for that incremental build and gradually improving it. I mean, like I've said several times before, the improvement in the game over the last 6 months is huge. The game has changed so much, and I think you need to take that into account when you're looking at the state of the game as it stands at the moment, and realizing how much has improved. We have no one who's brave enough to come and give us a story about how they got into the Elite universe. No? No, no one. You're all massively hungover and I'm being really mean. That's it, it's a race now, it's a race. Go ahead, my friend, do a little introduction and we know who you are.
You know who I am, okay.
Yeah. Well, the people at home don't.
Were you streaming it?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay,
You're live.
Commander Reich, though. Long time ago, I had flu. And I was off work for 2 weeks. And after a few days, I managed to crawl out of my bed. And I got this new game. Spectrum 48, it was called Elite. So I kind of got the tape recorder out, got it going, and hunched over a little TV, because you had to connect it to a TV, and started the game up. And 12 hours later, I crawled back into bed. Got up the next morning and did it all again.
Oh,
and that was my first weekend, or first couple of days in Elite, just kind of constant, having to reload the game, getting killed, forgetting to ask for docking permission, and just reloading the game, which was a quarter of an hour effort every time. That bloody lens lock.
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind. So that was how I started. Totally hooked from then on.
Excellent, excellent.
And now, someone else.
Thank you very much, Ian. Thank you.
Whose name I've conveniently forgotten.
Who is this
hello,
guy?
it's Kerrash. Can you hear me?
Hey, hi.
It's Grant Wilbur here, Commander Psycho Cow, and yeah, I just want to tell the story about my entry into the Elite universe way back on the Spectrum 40k, where I never ever actually got to play it. I was just always waiting and waiting for my turn on the Spectrum, while my older brother, sitting over there, sat hogging the damn thing. And you know that way when you're a child, the one thing you do is anything your brother likes, you hate. So I grew up with the Wing Commander franchise. And unfortunately, there's a lot of truth in what I'm saying. But yeah, yeah, I never really got into Elite because it was one of those games I had to sit and watch him play for hours and hours and hours on end. And then bought Frontier, and I think I maybe loaded it twice, and just couldn't get in. And yet, Elite Dangerous, straight in, no problems, and I understand what's going on. And I could probably go back and play them, but I won't.
Thank you, Carl. Uh-oh. And the other side of the story. Go ahead,
Good evening,
Simon.
Commander Kerrash.
Greetings.
My name's Simon Wilcott, and my command. People might know me as Simon from the forum. I won't go into my commander name. I just want to talk about my first experiences of Elite. Do you know how difficult it is to dock when someone's sitting watching you?
Yeah.
I'm bugging you. Can I get a go? Can I get a go? But I think I demonstrated yesterday that I have not lost any of the skills that I built up in docking. I think I set a record yesterday.
You did some nice acrobatic maneuvers and all, and yeah, which
I
was
actually did in the original retro Elite, the Loop of Shame.
Yeah, I didn't think it was possible, but you proved it.
So my question to you is, how many times have you done a Loop of Shame?
Thousands. I'm just as bad as everyone else. Don't worry, there's no shame in doing it. Honestly, thank you, Simon. Sorry. The loop of shame. Sorry. So it's a common thing you do when you're speeding along to a station in Super Cruise, and you just kind of lose that concentration for a moment, and you dip down below the ETA below 10 seconds, and you end up just zipping past it. I'm thinking, quick, pull up, and you just completely miss it. And you end up doing an entire loop before you can slow down and get to the station. So yeah, done it dozens and dozens of times. But that's what I love. There's all these silly little things that come out of the community, isn't it? Funny little memes and things that we've all invented. So to follow on from what you guys were saying, I pretty much had the same kind of thing with Frontier Elite on the Amiga, and it was Commander Shorty sat next to me, constantly trying to say, I want to go, and I'm like, nope, my Amiga, nope, get off, nope, you can't do it. But yeah, practically the same sort of introduction. So bless her now, and I must say thank you to everyone who's donated on the stream in the past, because it was those guys that bought Shorty a copy of the game, so she was so happy when she got that. And she got the joystick as well. Yeah, and she got the joystick off the community as well. A smaller one than this, because, you know, she's like about that tall, you know. So, but no, she was so pleased that she can get in. She can actually play without me bugging her. She has her own PC now, and I can't stop her playing. So. But that's one of the great things I love about the older games, is it brought people together. Definitely the living room computers, the Amigas and things like that. It really did get you together to share the experiences and stuff. And now we can do it all over the internet, which is brilliant. So that co-op is still important. Right. High intensity resource extraction site. Should I go out with a boom? In a Sidewinder. Let's see if we can get some better weapons. There's no outfitting here. Damn. Okay, we've got a bit more money. Yeah, why not? Go out with a boom. Like I said, my son's gonna kill me when we get home. Where's all my credits, Dad? Patience. I'm just as bad. Pot calling the kettle black. I know. Can't help myself. Got to do the acrobatic maneuvers. I do like that kind of thing. I mean, definitely when CQC becomes a thing, it's going to be great fun to get in there and fly with the smaller ships again. I think the whole community has kind of moved on. We've got a lot of bigger ships now. We've all got, you know, larger ships than we started with. So it's nice to see that CQC is kind of going back and encouraging you to use the smaller ships, which is great fun. The PvP arena stuff is going to be a huge change to it, and I think it was nice to see that trailer yesterday. That was a brand new trailer. I hadn't even seen that one. I saw the earlier one, but I can say without a shadow of a doubt, it plays exactly as that trailer showed it. It is crazy fun, and I'm so happy we can talk about the commentator now, because the commentary stuff wasn't done when I was there in the office. Of course, that was on the trailer yesterday, so I was like, yes, you've got a full commentator. Red team has taken the lead. But it's a great thing, because it kind of encourages that keeping the pace of the game running, and it is great fun. I wish I could let someone else play it, but no, it was awesome. Loop of I can't do a loop of shame around a ring. That's just going to be I gotta slam into the ring. Yeah. You just zip past. And I've got that little dot on there that a couple of people have seen. I don't know if you can make that out on the stream. I've got that tiny little dot on there. Yes, folks, I'm sorry. It's not a Thargoid. It genuinely is just a graphical glitch. I'm sorry. And I'm probably going too fast now, so... I don't know about a loop of shame. It's going to be a duck and roll of shame, I think. I can't help it. Even though there's no up in space, it just feels wrong unless the ring is underneath you. I don't know how many people feel the same way. Are you plotting against me? So we have no more questions, no more stories? No? I'm happy to hear it. Oh, we have a question on stream. Yes, sorry, I haven't got the text on the screen because I've only got one thing. Thank you very much. Felipe, would you advise parents to make their kids play in open or enclosed group play? Very good question. Thank you, Felipe. Very much for that. At the moment, I would say my son is he's playing in solo play because he's tried the combat and he gets really grumpy when he loses. So probably solo is a nice introduction. I think work up to that to the open play. I think open play, in my mind, should just be renamed role play. If you take it into account that it's going to be a dangerous, nasty universe and you're going to have things happen to you you might not like, then you will enjoy it a lot more to kind of accept that and move on. But definitely I think for younger players, start them off in solo, get them into group play if you know there's some players that you can trust that can help them out, and that's probably what I'd recommend there. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, Commander Matthias Shallowgrave here, and I have a question for you. If you could be one of the existing power leaders in Elite Dangerous, who would you be? And why?
Well, I don't know if I've got the body to be Aisling, but that's a tricky question. Well, let's have a look at them. Let's bring up on the screen for everyone on there. Yeah, on the stream at home. Which one would fit me? I suppose, yeah, Li Yong, maybe? Independent. Don't like to get involved with the bigger powers, maybe. That would probably be me. I mean, currently I've backed Orisa, but I don't think I could pull that one off, so...
Okay, thank you. Can you impersonate them now, please?
I wouldn't like to damage your ears with a...
Fair enough, thanks.
Thank you. Ooh, ship scan. Yeah, it's a tricky one with the powers. It's finding someone you relate to, and when I was reading through them all, I toiled over it for several days actually, and I ended up picking Orisa. I just agreed with the ethos of that, and then I started trading Imperial slaves. So I'm total backstabbing. I know. I'm a double agent. What can I say? I must admit, when I was playing it on the Amiga, I always backed the Federation. I think that was more out of convenience. It's just all of the starting points were more centered towards Federation space, and you could start in the Cobra and in Lave and everything like that, but it's kind of difficult to get rid of that bounty on your head from the initial start. so it made it a little bit more difficult. I always favoured the Ross 154 starting point, so I tended to just go Federation because I was lazy and I didn't like to move around a lot. But it's so much easier to move around in the Galaxy now, I must admit, you know, that the FSD is so much quicker than previous incarnations of the game. And as some people say, oh, we want bigger jump range, we want it faster and faster, and it's like, but there has to be a balance, like I said. There has to be a challenge in the game. You can't have a big I win button on every feature in there. There has to be some challenge to make it interesting. Like I said right at the start there, I stupidly picked a mission that I couldn't get to the damn system with my current jump range. But those things, you live and learn with those experiences. And I'm going to reverse into an asteroid at this rate, so I'm going to turn first. You can see it appearing on the sensor. Come back, Mr. Sidey. There you are. Some authority vessel. No, he's got a friend. Yeah, I didn't notice the wing 2 of 2 in the bottom left corner there. Silly Kerrash. Now, I must say there was something that came up in conversation with Sarah yesterday. The AIs absolutely do not cheat. Because I know there's a common misconception that people think is like, oh, the AIs are overpowered, the AIs have this, they have that. They genuinely don't. The AIs have exactly the same functionality we do in their ships. They even have reaction times programmed into them. So changing pips, there's a delay where they think about it effectively and things like that. So they genuinely have all the same functionality that we do in there. So they do not cheat. She just keeps making them better and better. It's one of the most interesting challenges with AI, actually, is making it believably fallible. Because you could make them perfect. Hello, Commander!
It's Christos' Commander Mad Cow. First question, are you in open?
I am absolutely open right now.
Okay.
So, if anyone wants to stream snipe me...
I never got to play Elite League when it first came out, but my first experience was playing Elite 2. I didn't have it, my mate had it actually. I remember spending most of my summer holiday around his house watching him play. I think I got about 2 good. So same as Soho now really. I got to watch it and play it. But then some mates talked about it at work and it came up on work and stuff. So I was not too straight in. I jaunted my way up to Beta Access. So it's good.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. Apologize, I couldn't clap then. I was deep in concentration. But yeah, no, it's nice to see it. I mean, it's an interesting cross-section of the community, actually. You see so many people have been introduced to the game in different ways. And I was talking to someone at my son's school, and she used to play the original. And it just came up in conversation literally like 2 weeks ago that she had no idea that the game had come back and there was a Kickstarter and all that stuff. And she said, I absolutely have to check it out. And I was like, I didn't even realise that she did play the original. It's crazy that even now there are people that don't know about the game but would love it. And I think that's the important thing we all need to take away and realise that there might be more people out there. Well, there definitely, I think, you know, it's obvious there's people out there that would love the game, and younger players as well. At one point we were all playing the original game, we were introduced to the universe for the first time, and I think that's the important thing to take home, is that there are more players out there that would love this. They might not know it yet. So I think
Hello, Kerrash.
It's the God voice.
It's your biggest fan here. Missed you this morning. Were you busy?
Just a little bit, yeah. I wasn't hungover at all.
Well, you know, that's definitely on my list of sins. I'll be having words with you later about that.
Sorry. That God voice, I love it. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. We have to do more next. When can you come on next? We'll have to we'll sort out something on the stream. We'll have to get several people on, and we can have a chorus of God voices live on the air. It totally puts me off. It's like, what the heck was I doing? And I'm losing all my shields now. Damn. It's like, don't play sound effects over the top of my sound effects. I'm trying to listen to it.
Incoming missile.
Get
Alert! Alert!
Grant, get! Totally put me off. No, I will say though, this is something I was talking to Ed Lewis. It is incredibly difficult to kind of concentrate on doing this and talk at the same time. It takes some practice, I think. What?
Silent running.
Get. I'm gonna totally explode, he knows he's just waiting for me to get to that point where I'm just totally screwed. Switch the screen off or something like that.
Shield restored.
Oh, that's okay. Now I want a Psycho Cave voice pack. Just get it all wired up with the wrong sound effects for the wrong things, so you just get, you know, landing gear down. What? No, my hard points. What? Brave Sir Robin time, I think. Epic fail. Or shall I fight to the end? What do you guys reckon? Fight to the death. Okay. Let's... Do you reckon? I don't. So this is the problem. I get so used to the ship loadout I've got now that when I get into things, I just go in it gung ho. I think, yeah, I can take him. I can take him. Oh, whoa! I'm back in my side again. Yeah, it's surprising how much more difficult the game is. Where are they? There you are. No! I get the feeling I'm not going to make this. It's always one of those things that I've struggled at, is actually having multiple contacts is a lot harder. If I concentrate on a single target, it's not too bad. No, I can hear it. Were you playing cracking glass NFX, or was that generally coming through the game then? I don't trust you now. Shields! Come on. The concentration. Pull up, pull up. Shields are taking a bashing again. That second guy. Shields back again. Get. No. Just expecting all the sound effects to kick in. That's it. Going down, slowly but surely. We have another contact finally. If that's a system authority vessel showing up at the last second, oh, do you want help, sir? Yeah, just a little bit. That's something I would hope to see. You're good. Really am unable to concentrate at all. Yeah, I can bet another 30 seconds, I think. Yeah, that'd be appropriate. Yeah. Oh, send me a tea and Isla. Going down, going down. No, I got it. There we go. I do like to end the stream the same way I did yesterday, so I thought that would be appropriate. Just please don't tell my son. But yes, but thank you everyone for joining today. Thank you for the participation and just being here to join in with the stream. It's awesome to have community interaction. Absolutely, that's what the stream was founded on. That's what I love to do. It's great to get involved with you guys. And thank you to everyone that's helped make this event possible. It's been great fun. Thank you to Grant for putting me off royally. But I think we will wrap it up there. We move on to the next thing. The next thing is this guy here. Yes. So yeah, we will be moving on to that next. I will wrap up the show now. So thank you to everyone who's tuned in on the stream. Thank you to everyone here. It was awesome. But until next time, see you in the void, Commanders.